Polly Stevens. I'm the Vice President of Healthcare Risk Management at HIROC. This tool was created to help first and foremost boards really understand and appreciate a very sobering statistic in healthcare in Canada, and that 1 in 18 patients is actually harmed in healthcare. This is the biggest risk that we're dealing with, and we know in order to move the dial and actually help with that number, boards and senior leaders really need to embrace good best practices related to risk management. This is why we co-created actually with our subscribers a innovative, effective, efficient tool for enterprise risk management in healthcare. So this question set is really the last of the building blocks that will help to achieve excellent risk management in Canadian healthcare. That horrible statistic from the US that 100,000 lives are lost every year, 20,000 in Canada. And we know 15 years after that, there hadn't been much progress. So we know that attention is the currency of leadership, and so there was a sense that we needed to focus really on leadership and governance. So if you were to ask me the top 5 takeaways, I would say it's definitely okay to ask good questions and to ask tough questions, particularly in healthcare environments. Some of the boards may feel a little intimidated in leaning into the clinical areas, and that's certainly appropriate and expected of boards. I would say as well to focus on the risks associated with your core objectives. Remember the mission. You are in place to deliver care as well as to be a good employer of choice for your staff. The third takeaway is really the emphasis on boards leading, modeling, expecting a culture in the organization that supports the speaking up and staff being comfortable identifying risks that they see emerging. The fourth one would be ask interesting and tough questions on how decisions are made on what the organization will focus on in terms of top risks and the mitigation strategies that will be put in place, and ensure that the actions that are going to be taken or said to be taken to manage the risks are actually being done and that is being evaluated. The benefits we think and feel of adopting this tool is that it will increase the odds of organizations actually achieving their core objectives, the most important objective being to deliver safe, high-quality care. The tools and resources that we develop at HIROC are very valuable in that they pull together the knowledge and the collective understanding from across Canada. Everything we do with and for our subscribers. We also take what we call a very pracademic approach. We ground everything in best practice and research, but it needs to actually be implementable, it needs to be real and something that can actually be done in healthcare organizations.